temporarily. Okay. I think I might just make a regular video and upload it. Yeah. Hold on one second. I was trying to do something. Put my water in the refrigerator. Okay. Well, anyway. Hi. Do you dare speak and say who you are? I'm joking. But yeah, I am relaxed right now. Maybe sound a little grumpy. But I be trying to add up my life stuff. Hi. Hi. So my name Ashy today, okay? Okay, that's cute. Ashy. I gotta tell my mama that one. Just call me Ashy, okay? Um, but yeah, I want to talk about cloning. It's so interesting because we've given so much DNA to these people who put us in these corporations and stuff. And a lot of us have like kind of worn out our bodies and stuff. And you think about it, right? Like you'll never be able to get the God gift or like the recreation again. But you can somewhat like pimp my ride, like get in some type of situation where you could pimp your ride for some reason. It's more common than a little bit. And I was just thinking about when I was at this Catholic hospital and they took a skin sample from my stomach. And I was wondering, like, did they like sell it to like some cloning people or something? Because I always have construct dreams about me in other realities. Like either I'm supernatural or I'm just modern with a twist, like a little fancy twist going on. And I just think about like all the DNA we give these people, like Like, how many of us actually have some type of regenerative cell structure being exploited? You know, I really do think about that. And I remember when I was out in California, I had this friend. I don't know if he was just fucking with me or he just loved fucking with me, but he would be like, "Oh my God, I saw your doppelganger today. I saw your doppelganger today." And when I was out in California, I had like a phase where it seemed like there would be a different celebrity show up in my vicinity at my table. You know what I mean? And I think about it. I think about him talking about I had a doppelganger. I think about the celebrities that would walk by Venice Beach at my table. Like they was trying to remind me, like, you're in Hollywood. You could do whatever you want to do. You could be whoever you want to be. And then this white guy and this black lady came down there and was like, can they take pictures of my face? And did I have any talents or any skills and stuff? And it just made me think about, like, hey, like, you've given up DNA and samples and stuff. Like, maybe you do have some doppelgangers hanging around here. You know what I mean? But would they ever be able to be me exactly? No, they wouldn't. You got to have this spirit, right? You got to have this soul. You got to have this energy, okay? And, you think about like when you're in these constructs and they bring up these carbon copies and stuff and they be trying to get you to sign all this paperwork and you say no, they kind of give up on you. They try to put you in situations where like your money slack, you know, and all that. They try to put you in a bind, but you know, you just have to stay between your means and not get in a bind, then you won't be signing no contracts in your dream, right? And I was thinking about when my grandmother signed a bunch of paperwork, and at the end it had like two dark carbon copies on the backside. I don't know what that was for or whatnot. And I just think about it. You know, we all done gave up hair. Like, we take hair tests, we take drug tests, we take all this stuff. And you really question, like, are there any doppelgangers out there? Like, any actual clones of you? I do know one thing. I have a lot of dreams where they put me in another vessel, whether that's a witch or a warlock, um, channeling my spirit through them, or whether they let me borrow a body and they transfer my consciousness into that body. I've gone through this. I've seen this. I've repeated it over and over and over, but I never signed those contracts or those paperworks to go along with whatever they got going on, where they got it going on, okay? But I do know there's a lot of research going on in the dream world versus reality. Like, yeah, they doing reality research where they're actually getting your physical biogenetics, but they try you and they test you and they see what you like in the dream world, right? They put you in these psyop constructs to see what you like in the dream world. And I just be looking at all my photos because I was talking to this guy one day and I video chatted him. And he got up and he said, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "What the fuck you mean, who am I?" He was like, "I don't know you." And I said, "This guy." And he cut the light on and he was like, "Dang, that is you." So the fact that I could just switch it up so easy, I was just thinking to myself, like, maybe a doppelganger or some type of like clone of me could switch it up so easily. But the thing about it is, you know, I got my tattoos, my stretch marks, my birthmarks, and all that, so I'm not really worried about it. But I do think about it, though. I do think about it. Like, if I didn't have and lose a little weight, I think so. I think I could be incognito and on a whole nother mission. Yeah. But yeah, just evaluate yourself, pay attention to your dreams and see, like, in your dreams, They have you on rooftops with celebrities, and do they have you in situations where you with a group of people that you don't feel like you're willingly supposed to be there, but they're testing you out? They're testing like your construct body out, or your alter ego body out, or possibly even a genetically modified clone of you. They're testing it out because I remember that time they had me in this room with all these people, and this one dude kept having his shotgun trying to shoot up at the cameras because we were in a room. I think we all were like, had our conscious transfer into our clone bodies. And he was like, get us the fuck up out of here. And then one time I was at this hospital with this other celebrity, and I was like, dude, they locked your ass up. Like, I know they about to clone your motherfucking ass because they done locked your ass up. Usually when they lock you up, they clone you anyway. But I thought about it long and hard. I was like, would I ever pimp my clone? Would I ever pimp my clone? And I always say no. I always say no. And, you can see the celebrities that are scared and get all those different tattoos on them so they can't be duplicated as fast. But I'm just curious. Like, women and men give up so much DNA, and if they see value or power in you to the point that you can manipulate a situation, they're going to use your image, period. They're going to use it. Okay? But they try to reach you first in the constructs. I know this for a fact. So, yeah, just evaluate the blood and the skin samples and the hair samples, and see how you feel about your dreams. Yep, see how you feel about your dreams. Because they can become a reality, especially if they know you're hungry enough. If they know you are hungry enough. But I was just thinking about it because I was going through all my hairstyles, all my looks, all my makeups. One minute I look like I'm 200 pounds. The next minute I'm look like I'm 230. The next minute I'm look like I'm 180 pounds. And I'm like, dang, I could just switch it up so well. I do. I be observing. I be paying attention. But yeah, no, I would never sell my godly rights to do any of it, you know. But it does bring a curious side to me mentally, like how far could it go? How far could they go with my image? But we're not worried about that. I'm so shadow banned. It's ridiculous. I'm surprised they haven't cut off this video yet. But I do I do have fun dressing up though. I do have fun dressing up, switching it up. And I do have gold teeth, so I was thinking like maybe I will get some false teeth. Not false teeth, but the veneer. Instead of the gold grill, you get the veneer grill and slide it on and walk around with that for a little bit and a different hairstyle or something and switch it up and see can somebody recognize me then, right? But yeah, it's hilarious. It's funny though. It's funny. But I was just thinking about that, and then that Catholic hospital that took my skin sample. Um, I had acid blotches on me, and I'm sure that lady knew what it was. She just knew that she had a dumb, and I was ketoacidosis. So when my sugar levels went down, I had like these dry, chafe blotches, like eczema, all over me. And she took a skin sample, and when I looked down, I was like, "Bitch, you cut me to the white meat." So I know she had a good enough skin sample to do whatever she wanted to do with my DNA. But at that time, I wasn't as conscious and aware and on my square like I am now. You know what I mean? So I didn't think like they would just ship my stuff off and grow it like what's the lady name? Henrietta Lacks. Like I didn't think they would be trying to keep my shit growing somewhere in some lab. But yeah. I don't know. Y'all just pay attention. Pay attention to your dreams. Like reality, you don't really have too many problems with that part. It's your dreams. And who are they bringing to you in your dreams? Because you know it's a lot of celebrity pimps out here. And then if they done brought the pimp of all pimps to you in your dream, it's something to think about. Hey, Natural Haven girl, I sent you my number and told you to text me because I be in Columbus, Ohio, and I always go to this Ethiopian restaurant. So I told my boss man, I was like, look, I want to run the East Coast. Yes, go on and write it down real quick, girl. Let me type it in the chat. Uh oh, no, I can't type it in the chat. See, that's what's so ghetto about this. I don't know how to do it. But yeah, when you get a pen and a piece of paper, let me know. But so I was telling my boss man, look, I want to run the Northeast. I want to go to Maine to Miami, Maine to Miami. And when they want me to go to Ohio and Indiana, I will, you know. So I've decided I'm not really going to the West Coast anymore unless it's for like my actual metaphysical business. Okay, yeah, definitely email me. And I'm always in Columbus, Ohio, and I like going to this Ethiopian restaurant. But I don't mind going up to Toledo or anything like that because we deliver pretty much Ohio area, and I can hang out with you or something. We can go out. But yeah, right now I'm talking about yeah, I told them that I want to permanently do the East Coast, so I'll be going from Maine to Miami. And I'm trying to get myself in a position to where I could park in Connecticut and hang out in New York. So I'm really looking for people that I can vibe with in New York right now. I don't know why, but I'm looking for that. And no, I'm not going to be getting tipsy in New York. And something about that city is like, girl, keep your eyes open. Okay. Right. At the same time, okay, I'm gonna answer both of y'all questions, but yeah, let me finish that part about the celebrity. So this is what they do. They have had me on the rooftop with so many people with bands and bands of money, and they observe you. They're trying to find that niche. Like, look, we've been shadow banning this lady for so long, but we know how powerful her image is. And we know she's not going to bend and mold to our agenda. So they're trying to find a way to icing up the cake so that I will allow them to use my image in some form of fashion. So that being said, they bring celebrities to you, whether that's through your awake state or your sleep state. They'll do it by they'll do it by uh, advertisement videos. All of a sudden, you'll just get this one celebrity flooding you. You never had to look at them. You never had to research them. You never had to even look at one of their videos. They just start flooding you with this particular person. And then They'll have you in dreams with the person, like hanging out with the person, and they're trying to see how you're coping with the person, because 9 out of 10, they may want this person to actually be some type of handler towards you in the future. You know what I mean? Whether that be with your actual vessel or an actual new clone. Okay. So you have to be very mindful of that. So they're going to test the waters now. They're going to test the water. They're going to bring these celebrities in your presence. They're going to see how you react with the females, how you get along with them. They're going to see how you react with the males and how you get along with them. They're going to do both. They're going to see, like, is she flirtatious? Is she sensual? Is she sexual? Is she about her business? When she see this person, does she just want to get on the mic and try to rap? When she see this female celebrity, do she think about getting on her bag, her square? Do she want to go shopping? Like, is she asking this celebrity anything or any type of advice? So they're watching you. They're monitoring you, okay, at all times when they transfer your conscious into another body. So cloning in America. Now, the reason why they took over America the way they did, where they took the whole world and made America like the center of attention. So what happened was the Africans were willing to clone and splice their DNA, but Americans were not willing to. That's why the whole world was like, oh, we got to mess them up, because they weren't willing to compromise their DNA. That's why over 94% of indigenous Americans are old blood, whether those are Mongoloids or Afrocentric, uh, tropical, Afro type people like myself. Like, but I'm B blood, so we'll get on that another story, because I have Turkish in my family. Now, the thing about it is, but my father's old blood and everybody around me, grandfather old blood, all that, okay? So on both sides of my family, there's a lot of old blood people. So back 400, 500, 600 years ago, or 1,000 years ago, when Africans were splicing their DNA and Indians from India were splicing their DNA, Americans were not splicing their DNA. That's why they chose to conquer us the way they did. Just like Lemuria or Mu or the Pacific Islanders were not splicing their DNA. If you notice, like Hawaii, the Japanese and the whites had to come in to muddle the genetics of the actual Hawaiians, okay? Just like the Spaniards and all that had to come in and start muddling the DA through procreation or sex, okay? So in America, they didn't clone as easy, okay? Because remember, that's the original blood type. Omega blood type is sleep, it's dormant. The Omega blood is dormant. So that's why the whole world is against the indigenous people of the American continent, because they had to literally come and procreate with us versus just splice us. But now I'm sure they're genetically splicing, okay, because people want to be famous. People want fame, not just money, not just fortune, but they want fame as well. And they have an agenda, so it's a little different. So just remember, like, these other continents were splicing DNA before the God frequency. Yeah, Get Out is real. I've never watched it. I've only watched what people say about it. But yeah, that's the little bit I know about Get Out is so real. But I've never watched it because I didn't want to warp my brain. Another thing about right now in 2023, whatever I see or whatever I hear, it repeats in my brain like unwillingly. Like I can't shut it off. Like I could hear a word and it'll just start repeating, 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 repeating in my psyche. So I try to keep the visual at a minimum, okay? And then, I got these warped dreams that have me thinking about, like, why is all this going on? Like, why me out of all people, right? So it's something to think about. So y'all just pay attention to your value and your worth, and just know that right now is not the time to be giving up too much of your genetics. And when you have celebrities come to you in your dreams, just try to stay out of it, okay? Stay out of it. And if you start hearing a lot of people say, yeah, I seen somebody that looked like you, 9 out of 10, somebody's around there running a clone that looks like you somewhere, okay? That's why I like to switch it up. That's right. I like to switch it up. I like to go from natural to wigs to braids to whatever. I like to gain 30 pounds and don't care. I like to lose 30 pounds and don't care. You know what I mean? I like to go outside and get a tan and get darker. And I don't mind in the winter when my tone shed and I be lighter. Like you have to switch it up. You have to switch it up. And somewhat you have to keep getting tattoos too. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely some type of message, okay? Um, like this one guy, whenever he answered the phone, he always say, "Welcome to Trucking Paradise." Like, dude, we're not in fucking paradise. We're not in fucking paradise. Paradise is when I'm bringing home a $500,000 fucking dollars, But he always says it like he's trying to keep my psyche in this facade of paradise. But yeah, when I'm bringing a $500,000 a year, then I'll feel like I'm in trucking paradise. Or when there's no more middleman and I got all the contracts, then we'll talk about paradise. you know. Yep. So, oh, and then not only that, I got a feeling that a lot of celebrities that people look up to, like even some of the major heavy hitter ones, the ones that have been gatekeepers for so long, you're about to start seeing their clones too. My sister, great breakdown. The reality is they know we are original goddesses and gods of this earth and try to destroy DNA to create the. Right, right. That's exactly right. See, the Americas didn't sell out. The indigenous of the Americas did not sell out. Not to the aliens. And not to our forefathers and foremothers. That mean like Inky and Enlil and all them when they said you have dominion over the land and stuff, like we were like those type of people that really had dominion over the land. So when these parasites and stuff wanted to get us to splice our DNA so they could be here, they probably didn't start compromising our DNA in the Americas until like 600 years ago. 600 to 400 years ago, because they already was in Africa. They was already in India, and they definitely was already in China, because China used to be all dark people. India used to be all dark people. And I wouldn't say, and we all know the so have some whole new genetically modified, some good books. I'm into magic, so I can't really direct you to good books to read on cloning or anything like that. Everything that I experience is through consciousness. Yeah, everything that I experience is through consciousness. And like I say, I remember when 3G first came out with the cell phone towers, and they was able to transfer our consciousness easier, right? So this was right before I was about to start going to California. And every time I would go to sleep, I had just bought a Boost Mobile smartphone. And I noticed as soon as I go to sleep, it'll be pure darkness, but this person would be like, "Mwah, welcome." And somebody would be kissing me, and I'm like, how can I hear this audio and you kissing me? So I would jump up out my sleep and I would look around and I'd be like, nobody's here. And then I would go back to sleep, and then these people would start talking through me through this body. They would transfer my consciousness to this body. And I would talk to these people, walk around, eat. They would let me go. They would see how I would interact with money. They would see how I would interact with people. But one thing about it, they would never bring my family around me. Never. They would never bring my family around me. They would have a celebrity chaperone watch me. They would lock me in rooms because I would rebel. I would always ask questions. So they would just put me in a room and then come back and get me. And by the time they come back and get me, it'd be time for me to transfer my consciousness back to my body and wake up. So, like I say, before they approach you in real life, they try to see what you're going to do in the construct, or they try to see what you're going to do when they transfer your consciousness to another body. So, it's just something to think about. Don't forget it, and don't sign no paperwork in your dreams. I'm about to hold up. I got to screenshot that. Wait a minute. Okay, I screenshot that. Yep, I screenshot that. But I'm not going to stay on here that long. I'm glad I was able to interact with y'all for a few minutes about that. It just came back up to me because I was thinking about the gatekeepers and stuff. And I just think about how I travel so much. And yeah, I'm about to really see what this East Coast about. So y'all know I'm damn near shadow banned. Like I've been at 7,000 subscribers for I've been at 7,000 subscribers for like 3 years. So what I want to say is if I ever blow up like get like a 500,000 subscribers, start doing some commercialized stuff, it ain't me. Okay? It is not me. Okay? And if it is me, I got a code word for y'all ass one day. Okay? So the code word will be something that I give people that I interact with in the flesh in real life. I'll give them that code word. They'll always be able to remember it. Right. Yeah, of course Kanye has been cloned. Sometimes it's not about actual physical cloning. Sometimes it's about being systematically MK Ultra. Okay. So whatever he's gone through something to the point where they have altered his brain chemistry so they can turn him on and off at will. Of course. There's only one celebrity that I don't feel like has ever been cloned because they have sold out so many people. Like they run this shit. So that's the only one I don't question their clone because they got that person overseeing so many other celebrities, right? But other than that, like If y'all pay attention to the babies. Like they were advertising like the Kardashians, right? And I screenshotted the picture and I showed my friend. I said, uh those are wax figures. And she was like, what? I was like, girl, look at them. Who face would be stuck in that position for a picture? And why is she so skinny? So you got to be mindful. Like they're pimping the image. So they're not gonna always clone, sometimes they're just gonna pimp your image through wax figures, 3D models, um and all types of stuff. Oh, hold on, let me screenshot that too. I gotta go put all these in my wish list. Look at y'all giving out the books tonight. Yes. So, and then another thing is, I was pointing out to another friend that look at that wax figure baby. Like, how did nobody on the whole internet not realize that this lady had a wax figure baby in her arms, right? Nothing about the baby was real. Nothing about the baby had life in it. It was just a beautiful baby with a lot of hair, like lifeless, just a wax figure. But people are so in their oohs and ahs that they can't see the reality of things. But we're not gonna get on these fake ass wax figures that are tricking people, right? We're not even gonna get on that. Just know when they start bringing, like Natural said, they start bringing these celebrity faces into your reality. They're trying to see how to approach you in the waking world, okay? Definitely. So, let me see these books real quick. Blue Blood, True Blood, Conflict. Oh, let's talk about Blue Blood real quick. So, when you think about Blue Blood, what species do you think about when you think about Blue Blood? Anybody know? Just name a species that you would assume has blue blood. What do you think about? Like if you've been around YouTube since 2012 and stuff and beyond, when you say blue blood, like what species or alien do you think about? Somewhat Caucasian, yeah, but I was gonna say reptilians and stuff. Reptiles, um, something like that. Some type of reptile parasitic nature um thing. Yeah, blue blood is very interesting. Yeah, insect. Something not so mammal-ish. Right. Caucasians are somewhat mammal-ish. Yeah, they around here popping out babies out the womb with melanin and stuff, so I wouldn't consider them blue bloods. They're under the sword just like us, okay? Caucasians are going through the same drama the indigenous people are going through. The only difference is the Caucasians are too stupid to know, okay? People don't get how, like, they have so many robotic flaws, it's ridiculous. Especially the winkers. No, I'm not buffering. I'm not buffering. I'm not buffering at all. They don't want me to talk. I told y'all I'm shadow banned now. Take it for granted if you want to. Don't take it for granted, okay? But yeah. So right, it's not all. You're right about that. It's a specific group of them that have robotic features. They do the wink, the mechanical eye. They they have no emotion. They radiate nothing about soul, spirit, essence. And they're like moles. They're they're not gatekeepers. What they are, they're intel. So let's say if I have a Fortune 500 company, or let's say I have a trucking company that makes about 13 million a year. Okay, so I have a trucking company that makes about 13 million a year, and I may say I need an accountant and somebody to work in logistics, and I put advertisement out. So these major group corporations would be like, "Oh, let's put the robot in there to monitor and take pictures and spy on her company." And so these major billion-dollar companies will send their ops in to run the company, right? So you're thinking you got humans in here with you, but you actually got robots in here with you. That's right, the ones with the mechanical eye. Like they could be talking to you and their eye just go down like a mechanism and come back up. Nothing natural, not a natural blink at all. So what it's doing is filming you, it's taking your pictures and some more stuff. So once they learn your books, right? Once they learn how much money you make, so let's say I'm a $13 million a year company. So they bring in some offers just out the blue. In about 6 months to a year, the robot will have enough intel on your company and say, well, if she's clearing about 13 million a year, she's in debt about $1 million. Uh, let's send these two major companies in to give her an offer. So that's what they do. They send them robots in to work in your office, and they really be robots, and nobody never even notice it. No, they don't get rid of me because I know how to leave and come back, or I do something stupid like go drink and party and turn up and might, you know, take a shower outside naked or something. Like, I know how to stay in the loop, okay? Like, I know how not to be serious all the time, okay? Let me see. Now, uh, another girl came to me and she was like, this girl was doing a live and they came into her house and took over and this. Told her to show me the video. She ain't showed me the video yet about this other girl where they supposedly went into her house while she was doing her live and took over, and all the stuff she was talking about, she stopped talking about it for like 3 or 4 months, and then now she's back on live again. Oh yeah. So on the jeans, do you notice when, okay, Dan Calloway kept saying something in his video about what's the guy that was in the video? Dog, I forgot his name that fast. He kept saying they use a certain type of person, a certain breed of black person to. They only use a certain breed of black person to trick other black people. Like you got to be a certain pedigree. Have y'all ever been around somebody with a specific pedigree that you know will sell out all the other black people? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. I had to screenshot that too. I'm about to go order all these books as soon as I get off here. Yeah, AI is it's definitely governing, monitoring, and controlling us. Yep, they are. Well, it was a pleasure talking to everybody. And Natural Haven, make sure you contact me, okay? Because I'm going to see how far Toledo is from Columbus, Ohio. And we got to hang out, girl. We got to go somewhere, eat, drink, smoothies, something, meditation, yoga, whatever. A day in the park, we got to do it. And I still thank you for that birthday gift you sent me. Yes, 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 yes. I really do appreciate that. 2 hours, not bad, not bad. I'll get a rental car and hang out because sometimes I have to do a 34-hour reset in Ohio. I will. And y'all make sure y'all check out my gambling channel too. Cause don't miss out when I hit that $1 million claimer, okay? Don't miss out on that because it's coming. It's definitely coming. I already could see the zeros, the multiple zeros in my bank account. Okay, I could see them. Okay, I could touch them. I can taste them. Yes, it's the same. Revere Sky for you at gmail.com. That's right. Now that I know it, I think I could pull you up too. I could just start typing that in, and you should pop up. So yeah, thumbs up, everybody. I'm about to get out of here. I was just observing all my pictures, and I was thinking about other people talking about cloning, and I'd be thinking about my dreams and stuff. But they done got bold now. Now they just send the voice of God to your head. Like if you're the type that don't sleep when they need you to sleep, they send the voice of God to your head and be trying to manipulate you psychologically. Oh yeah, definitely gonna hit the lottery. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Mwah. Oh, look at No Deceit. Hi, honey. This was a good live. Didn't know you was that deep. Oh man. Well, if you ever need to chop and screw any of my little video, you could do it. You could do it. You could do it. No Deceit. I don't mind. It's another guy that take my video and put pictures with it as I'm talking. But yeah, you should see my hidden videos. They're just hidden. Tell them natural. No Deceit. Don't know, do it. They're just hidden. Yeah, I just got them hidden, but I was thinking about it though. Oh, let me tell y'all something. And that Catholic church sent me a letter and told me they paid my debt because I never paid that hospital bill. That's right. They had their whole little emblem on there and was like, don't worry, we paid your debt. And then all of a sudden, I started getting weird dreams and stuff, and weird things started happening. Yeah, I bet y'all paid my debt. Y'all done sold my dang DNA files to some damn body. Yeah, they over there working that magic, that sorcery. That's what they damn doing. I might walk up in that place and go sage their ass or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's deep.